Interesting topic, not a topic. Interesting fucking fun fact.
Tidbit.
I just found out that platypods are venomous.
Really?
No, they're
Yeah,
not.
yeah, I knew that.
No way.
Howdy, folks! Welcome back to Color TV, and today I'm gonna spring something upon my cohorts here, the ones named Blue, Green, Pink, and Red.
Hey.
Folks, would you like to say hi to everyone? Red. Please don't
No.
disappoint me. Say hello to the people in the way that you feel is most fitting.
If you're new here, hi, welcome. If you're not, I missed you.
Wow.
That was so sweet.
Consummate professional at all times.
My heart
It
just
was like
warmed
the
up a little bit to
sweetest
that.
thing.
Well played.
I thought of this. We planned our color talks today, and honestly, we came up with a few subjects that were pretty good. But I thought of one that I thought might be pretty fun to talk about, because I know that every single person has one. It doesn't matter what subject it might be in, but everyone has them. And those are guilty pleasures. Whether they're in food, music, just things that we feel like splurging on when we, like, things that we don't feel like talking about very often. And we can shoot this down and we can reshoot the entire intro.
Wow, I like
But
that.
guilty pleasures, because I know that everyone here has them, whether they care to admit them or not. And I can probably admit a few. How do you guys feel about talking about that?
I can't,
I'm
think of
down.
anything because I'm very, I guess, open.
Can I go first then?
Go ahead.
Okay, I have two, and they kind of go hand in hand because I love true crime shows or like documentaries, like anything that has to deal with true crime. Along with eating chocolate. I have to eat chocolate when I watch true crime documentaries. Don't know why, but I just have to. And what?
No, sorry, I didn't mean to already jump on you. It's just like, go on.
But yeah, like that's like one of my guilty pleasures. Like if I'm looking for something to make me, I don't want to say feel better because then I feel very evil, but like when I have nothing to do and I just like, you know what, I just want to watch something, then I just find whatever the newest true crime documentary, because I've seen so many, and I just watch that, and I just have like a nice like Hershey's milk chocolate. I'm just sitting there nibbling on it as I'm watching. They dismembered her body and threw it in a freaking lake somewhere. Like the greatest thing in the world. So yeah, it's like my guilty pleasure.
It reminded me
Together.
what I was gonna say was that you reminded me of my dad, because he has his. It's more of a routine than a guilty pleasure, because every night he has. It's all right now. It's gonna sound weird, but he has chocolate wine and Cheez-Its.
Oh my god, chocolate wine.
Wait, like chocolate
Oh.
and wine and Cheez-Its, or
Chocolate wine. Chocolate wine.
Chocolate wine. Renzo chocolate wine. I
Never
think you
heard
would
of
like
that.
chocolate wine. I
But I
think you
don't
would
like
like it. I'm
chocolate.
gonna try and find.
I don't like chocolate.
Oh. How do you not like chocolate?
I mean, it's okay.
Can we just like go off on a tangent here? Why don't you like chocolate? What's with
I mean, I
Why
ate a
don't
lot
you
of
like-
candy when I was younger, and I had bad teeth, so I couldn't eat like candy and stuff as much. Just like I fell out of it just because I couldn't, because I never went to the dentist and stuff.
Do you
Um,
like candy in general? Like, do you eat other candy?
I don't normally eat candy or
Fair.
sweets.
Fair.
But that's because I loved them when I was a kid and I ate too
Yeah.
many.
Feel
Yeah,
that?
so yeah, I would get
Huh.
sick and stuff.
I mean, I'm not really a sweets person. Like, I don't prefer sweets, but like I like salty stuff. But I still
Huh.
like I love chocolate.
Well, to piggyback off of Pinky there, I kind of have a similar guilty pleasure where I like to stay up late and watch anime and just eat, snack, whatever's in my fridge, whatever's in my cabinet. Just warm up some nuggies, and I've eaten some nuggies, watched some anime, finished my nuggies, watched some anime, grab some chippies, watch some anime. finish my chippies, grab some fruit snacks, grab a granola bar, grab some candy. Like I'll be bad about it. During my 2-week quarantine, I was bad. I was up to like 3 in the morning just watching anime and just gorging myself on food. So I feel that. That'd be definitely one of my guilty pleasures.
See, that's awesome, and I understand that completely because when I was when I used to work at one of the hotels, you know, I don't know how to dance around that one, uh, but
In the
you know, I
place where you used to live before you lived
in the
where you
place
live
before, in the
now.
place I used to live, you know, and I used to work at a
In a
hotel
previous home,
that had a level of stars that was higher than most, and I had to wear a uniform, and it was very cool. Um, but when I did a very similar thing to that, but I was actually really into Rainbow Six at the time, and I would always pour myself a little bit of whiskey, like not enough to really get drunk, and but just enough to kind of get loose, kind of feel it after my day was done because I think I was going to school at the time, which sucked. So I would go to school, I would go to work, and then I would come home, and then I would just absolutely relax. I'd pour myself a little bit of whiskey, probably, you know, whatever, an amount. I don't even know what it was, and then I'd just relax. I'd sit on my couch and I'd play some Rainbow Six and play a little bit of games, and I'd be by myself because my friends would be doing whatever they were doing at the time. I can't remember, but I wasn't playing with them, and that was a lot of fun for me. And I made that a routine, and I just kind of had that, and I guess that wasn't necessarily a guilty pleasure, but that was kind of my thing.
the unwind moment. I
That
respect
was
that.
yeah, and that
Yeah.
just that warmed my soul, and I was always really excited and looking forward to it and stuff like that. But I know that one of my guilty pleasures definitely, because this one that can definitely point out as a guilty pleasure because I don't talk about it with anyone except I know that Blue and Red I think know about it, and maybe Pinky. Is the fact that I really like Russian rap.
That's awesome.
So I mean, I have all my playlists. I have my indie rock. I have my my post hardcore. I have I have my heavy metal. I have my rap and other stuff. But then, a my little side playlist is my Russian rap.
When are you feeling Russian rap? Like, when is the right moment to play that? Like, is it just anytime? Like, is it like a hype up, or is it just, you know what, I want to listen to some Russian rap?
It's kind of it's kind of the same thing as like rap music in general because they if the production's right and the people kind of got that voice and that flow,
Yep.
it doesn't really matter. Like you don't really have to understand what they're saying to kind of feel
Yeah.
that
Oh yeah.
what they're putting out. And like some of the songs I found a couple artists, or the one artist in general, that really just I found like their entire album I absolutely loved, and I put it all on my playlist, and it was Andy Panda and Miyagi, which was there was a duo single artist, but it was fantastic. The whole album was awesome, and I love it. I love every single song. And I'll be going around the warehouse on my forklift just listening to it. I shouldn't, because we're not allowed to listen to music. But
I'm calling OSHA.
yeah. But no, that's definitely one of my guilty pleasures. Oh, and Benny.
You shouldn't be ashamed of Benny. Benny's amazing.
I definitely love Benny.
What is Benny?
She's
she's-
a female singer from New Zealand. She is amazing.
Oh, okay.
She's the girl that sings Super Lonely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my little brother showed me showed me Super Lonely, like a couple years ago or whatever, and then I was like, oh, this is a pretty fun song, and I listened to a bunch of other songs, and I was like, oh man, she's really good, and now I pretty much love every single song except for one. There's one song that I don't like, and Dylan doesn't like it either, but I love.
Is it the fucking Nightmare in the Bed, or whatever the fuck it's
Night
called?
Garden?
Yeah, that shit sucks.
Yeah, that's the only song I don't like, but every one of her songs I love.
So I guess I was having trouble with understanding guilty pleasures, so I had to look it up, like examples of guilty pleasures and shit. And some of them I just like I don't get, but again, that's not for me to determine. But I did find one. Pimple popping. Not like super gushy pimples, but like blackheads
Oh my
where they.
God.
I don't know why, but that's
I
really
love it.
really satisfying to me.
Blue, I would say another
Same.
one of your guilty pleasures would be Pokemon cards.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Oh, you get called out.
I
dude.
suppose
You
so.
get called
Oh,
out.
Wait, do you have a
you gotta give
Pokemon
your
card
card
collection?
away so you don't buy any
Yeah, he
more.
does.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
we had to help him out this week.
I just don't like
Wow.
Target. Target's shit.
Well, like,
Yeah,
So do
he
you
didn't-
like
Whatever.
he
which
didn't need
generation
help.
of
He just didn't
Pokemon,
want to
though?
go into Target. It's not like he was
No.
banned from Target or anything.
He just wants to get cards to get like rare ones. He doesn't even play it.
I'll play it.
Like,
I don't know what
like any of the
generation he
newer
is.
stuff, or do you like do you have older cards? Like, what
I do
generation?
not. I do not have older cards. If I could get a
Okay.
hold of older cards, like a pack, because I guess it's more of the gambling aspect of it all. Like when you get a pack,
Oh.
and you're just like going
Oh,
through
see,
it. Like
See, when you do that, I don't know why you just do Pokemon, because there's a whole bunch of different, like, you could do all the card games then, you know?
yeah,
Yeah, but Pokemon's more popular. There's like actually like you'd be surprised how many people like doing
Pack
like,
openings.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I,
Oh,
I,
yeah,
I watch
but
them.
you know, people do that like for Pokemon, for Magic, for Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah,
I've never seen
Magic.
no-
Magic
Magic
never
or
interests
Yu-Gi-Oh.
me.
Yeah, but
I never got
part
into
of it is
Magic
also
either.
being interested in what you're doing.
Yeah,
too,
I guess.
exactly.
Yeah. Interesting. I didn't know that about Blue. I'm learning so much about you guys today. It's
I
great.
actually recently pulled a like $15 card, and it was really cool.
Nice.
Uh,
Is
how
your
much?
intent to sell them, or like just hold on to them and like see what happens?
Personally, I'm
somewhere?
holding on to it. I mean,
Mhm.
like eventually, maybe when I like go out of this fad, I'll like
Mhm.
gather all of them up, get all the prices together, and be like, okay, you can have all this for like a certain so and so, or if you just want this one card, put it up on eBay or some shit, you know.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
But no, after Renzo was just like, oh, you could just be playing it like a little fucking nerd, Renzo. Fuck you. He
Did
did
anyone
kind
play
of.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yes,
anyone play
I literally
Yes.
have two
Me and
decks
Blue have-
built. Yeah.
Cards.
I think the next, if I ever join all of you guys, can we play some Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yes,
I'll
I will
bring
fuck
my
you
deck.
up.
You probably will, because I haven't played in so long.
I would
but
say,
have,
yeah,
like, an
I don't
old
think we
school
all
deck.
like officially know how to play, but we'll wing it. That's fine. Get some
No,
drinks.
see,
Oh, dude, I
don't-
know how to play.
Oh,
I don't,
yeah,
I
let's
don't like facing Renzo because he has like a fucking dragon deck where he just gets like this one card and it's just like,
Oh,
oh,
that's
you
awesome.
pull all three fucking blue eyes right dragons and fucks everyone up.
Yeah, you got the
Oh,
old school
see,
ones.
but Blue has a deck that's specifically against dragons.
Yeah, because you built that one.
I
was like,
have a
nah,
dragon
nah.
deck too. A little bit of a dragon deck. I
Yeah.
tried going for it, and then I lost interest over time. But I used to love Yu-Gi-Oh back in my youth. Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. I kind of went from Pokemon to Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
See, I used to have a whole bunch of cards, and then I lost them. I had 3 garbage bags full of Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And that's
Oh
why I
my
stopped
God.
collecting them.
That's so sad that you lost them because you
Yeah,
never know.
Yeah, I know, right? Because like every birthday, Christmas, present, all that
Mhm.
was always Pokemon Yu-Gi cards. See, like that's why, like I wish I was into Magic then to get that stuff. But yeah, I
Yeah.
lost all that.
See, Gabe, I think you said that you fell out of it. I think it's because you didn't have people to, do
Oh, that's
it with.
100% why. Yeah. Yeah, me and my cousin used to go ham on Yu-Gi-Oh. Like every summer when I would come and visit the place I live now, we would duel and stuff. But then as he got older, he kind of fell out of it, and I started like exactly what you said. You start losing friends who were really interested. So
That's how I feel with Magic. Like like so many different like circles and stuff, and then
no,
stuff happens.
but at least there's enough people. I feel like nowadays, at least I know enough people who play Magic. But sorry guys, got a little card nerdy. Gotta keep
No,
it.
see, that's part of the reason why I like just kind of winging it is because we might just go off on random little tangents and just talk like normal people. But you actually did remind me, Dylan, with your it was actually because of I mean blue and red. Because Red, you mentioned something that because of Blue's collection that you pulled a $15 card and you were really happy about that. You actually reminded me about something else that I take a great pride in is just having items that are worth value. I guess that's kind of I wouldn't call it a like collecting things, but if I can have something that's worth a great deal of money or a higher
Value.
a higher value than like what it normally would be. Like not like a limited. Well, I mean, I do like limited edition things, but I like
Mhm.
what am I trying to find here? Like, you know,
Like, let's say your
'cause
dad
I'm not
passed
talking a
on,
lot. I'm not talking like high end electronics or something, but I mean
like if your dad
just like
passed on like a hay penny that's worth like $500, and it's just like, oh, it's just a
yes,
fucking
yes,
penny.
absolutely. Or
Yeah.
like or an old sword or a gun from like World War II or something like that. Just something like that, and like it's well maybe it may not be worth something, but it has historical and like you know personal worth to it, and like some stuff like that. Just like like
Sentimental.
yeah, sentimental worth.
Thank you.
Like so I could have something that is literally worth like $20,000 just sitting like right on my desk,
Actually, for a
and
good example,
yeah, and I would never sell it. I would just like just having it
yeah, a
is cool to me. Like
good example of that, Shay, is yeah, like because I collect like playing cards and everything, so I kind of got Shay into it, and I showed him like these orange. I showed him these old cards. They're called Jerry's Nuggets, and it's like I forgot the
oh
and like they're worth like I can't even remember how much they're worth, but they're worth a lot of fucking money. It's just like I want them. I was like, dude, you.
yeah, so yeah, playing cards, yeah, like not poker playing cards, but like casino playing cards called Jerry's Nuggets. Like some of the like what would you say, like first in the world kind of ish? Not really
Yeah,
first in the
kind. I
world,
think
but
it was like the first casino type cards.
yeah, so like professionally made casino cards and called Jerry's Nuggets, and they're very very plain. But I found a sealed pack of 4 decks of cards, and they were like $1,000, and I was like, I
Damn.
want these. I'm like, there's no reason to have that I would have them, that I would want them. I'm not a casino person. I'm not a poker person. I'm not a card collector, but I want them because of that exact same reason, because they're worth a lot of money. They're a collector's item. There's just like, and just having them, I would treasure them just for what they're just kind of for what they're worth. And that's kind of like it's kind of stupid. A lot of people would like look at that and just be like, "Oh man, that's super dumb. Why would you want it and not actually like it for what it is?"
Mhm.
But what I like in it is its value, and that other people really like it too. So it's just that I can take that I can take pride in having, I can take joy in that.
Kind of
Which
like
sounds weird. I know it sounds weird, but
no, it's
you-
kind of
Having
like a
something
nana
that
nana
other
boo
people can't
boo.
have.
Yeah, nana nana boo boo.
Look what I got.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
you, nerds.
That sounds like him.
I mean, something with collections that kind of interests me. Like the reason I kind of do majority of the stuff that I do is for people that I guess I take interest in. Like our favorite band, Dance Gavin Dance. I collect a lot of their stuff. Green collects a bunch of Eagles stuff because he likes the Eagles. So like a lot of people that I watch influence me to get the stuff. Like the playing cards, I got the guy that I watch on YouTube, his specific deck that he made. I bought that, and that's kind of what got me into it all. I don't know. It's more sentimental value, like Renzo said. Red said. Who?
Actually, speaking of which, Red, do you have any? I can't remember. Did you mention if you had any guilty
Well,
pleasures
I
or?
believe in our previous talks, I mentioned that I like to collect games, like hard copies, and like to the point where I have like even multiple of the same game.
See, that's
And I
hoarding.
can
Like
it has value
yeah,
to me.
like Pinky said before we started this, that is hoarding.
Um, but and I guess that stems from my childhood, from my dad would always be selling our games and stuff, and then buying them again later, and then selling them again. And like I just wanted to keep them and put them on shelves and stuff. Um, but I like to collect I guess you could say knickknacks. But it's really
What
like
about
I can put on shelves. So just things to display. Like when anyone I know travels, I ask them if they can give me something I could put on the shelf. Like Orange has got me multiple things from different countries from his visits, and just like things, memories, and like to put them there instead of like pictures, I guess. Because growing up, it really had like bare walls, and I don't know, just some I like. Um, but I do have a collection that's kind of like a guilty pleasure, and that would be notebooks. I like to like every time I go to store, I like to look in the notebooks and buy a new one, and I have a whole bunch that have nothing in them.
Is there a reason behind that?
Well, I like them, and when they're new, they smell good. Reminds me of like first day of school. But it takes me back. It's like it's a
I
drug.
like to smell them.
That's I love new books too.
I can
But
respect that. That is nice.
but I like to write, and I one of my goals is to write a book.
You should type it
And-
because your handwriting shit.
Oh, you get more free flow when you're like writing, so I
Yeah.
understand that.
And so I use notebooks for different ideas and stuff to just kind of be organized, you know. I just get more notebooks than I need to use. But and so I like them having there, and I'm like I'll know I'll use this one day, but then I'll go and buy another one. I was like, okay, I'll use this one too. But I don't know, it's just something I enjoy.
I remember when we were having that discussion in person, and you actually, when you mentioned it, I kind of had the realization that I was like, oh god, I have like 5 notebooks that I don't write in. I was like, why do I do that? I actually just got another one, but it was kind of like a pre-order item from one of my favorite artists, and I was like, oh man, I'm not gonna use it, but it's his. It's one of his items,
And it
I
has a
really
signature
want
in it.
Yeah.
and he signed it too. So I was like, yep. I was like,
Oh, that's
I
cool.
really
See,
want
but like
There's that sentimental value.
I journal and all that too, and actually one of the things that I'm working on is just you know last year I lost my dad, and it got me thinking about me and my son, and so I'm actually writing down things for him for after I'm gone. So like whenever he like wants to think of me and stuff like that, he has these things that he can go to. Um, yeah, and so that actually has helped me use more notebooks, like you know, just like more ways to go through them. But so now I gotta buy more, so that feels good. You
That's
can
a
pick up some new ones.
phenomenal thing. I love that so much.
That is very heart filling.
Yeah, I love that.
Makes me feel really good.
Mm-hmm.
The only
I,
thing I'm
I'm,
gonna
I
leave
gotta
my
say, I
dad
don't
with.
feel as good as the others, but yeah, it's pretty cool, I guess.
Just, I mean, I can connect to that on some kind of. I mean, yeah, Red Nose kind of my situation, so I
Mhm.
can definitely connect to that, and like I understand fully what you're going for, and that's why.
Yeah.
Wow.
Especially you know like
Mm.
you'd like to think you have you know the longest time you can like with your parents and with your
Yeah.
kids, but you know life
You
happens.
just never know. Exactly.
Yeah.
My parents will never die. I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll live forever.
Like they gotta plan my funeral.
Yeah, right. How selfish of them.
I just realized what you said.
That's so fucked up. Anyway, so yeah, collections. Yeah.
Pink, I know you say you don't really collect anything because you see it as a form of hoarding, but you did say something about shoes. So with the shoes that you do have, do you just have them because they're like you thought they were cute and you just never wore them?
No, I don't have any that I've really never worn, but I do have some that I'm like, God, I really like those. But, you know, I wanted to like give them to like my nieces or my nephews if they want to. But
How many shoes
they
do you
like
have?
I
Pairs of
have
shoes?
like 20 pairs,
Ugh,
Oh, God.
I
fuck.
think.
I got 2. I lied 3. Do you
Hell
take
yeah,
do you
I'll
take
just,
care
like,
of them?
different ones.
Like are they all in like good condition? And you can like wear them
No.
for like different outfits? No.
Well, I can definitely wear them.
No.
I know
I
I'm
appreciate the
I'm
honesty.
still a budget shopper. Like I find shoes that I'm like, you know, I can wear this with multiple things, and then I
Rummaging
like
through the
put them
trash.
on. And
This looks
You buy
Yeah.
shoes from Walmart?
no, I've
Question.
never bought shoes from Walmart
Fair
actually.
enough. Okay.
But yeah, no, like I collect a lot of clothes and stuff. Like there's lots of clothes that I don't actually wear that are sitting in my closet right now. Like either they don't fit, or I just don't like how they look, or they were nice down in Tejas, or Like,
Yes.
yeah. But I really like. Ooh, you know what? I collect blankets. I collect
Ooh,
blankets.
Okay,
I
fun.
like
have
okay,
so many
like throw
blankets. I have
blankets.
so many. Yeah, that I just
I was
because
like,
I
every
don't
time she
sleep
comes
under
over, she
my.
asks for blankets too.
I love blankets. I
You
love
always
being
just so
cozy.
cold.
It's like just,
Oh, you
just
love
I
it
like
cozy.
being cozy. Yeah,
I
I
get
like
it.
being cozy. And like at home I don't sleep under the comforter. I don't know why. I think because I just get too hot and then I don't want to push it off. Um, so I just sleep with like a blanket all the time. And so yeah, so I guess that is something that I collect because I have like two totes full, and like out in my living room I have a footrest full, and then in my bedroom I have three. So
See, with blankets, I will always accept them as gifts, but I'll never go out of my way.
To
But
buy them
yeah, like
or
I
to like
have
use them.
I have my main blanket that I use for sleeping, and then I have like three other throw blankets that are very nice and I like them. But like I have them, so like it's cool that I have them. But like I'll never go out of my way and be like, this blanket's soft as shit. Like going through Walmart and then like buying it. But like come like Christmas time, it's like,
Mhm.
oh, I didn't know what to get you, so I got you a throw blanket. I will never be mad at that.
I when I go to Target, I will most likely come home. Like every other trip to Target, I at least go to the blankets to like feel them, and I'm like, oh, I could really use this. I'm like, but what about the other 500 I have? Nah, this one's more important. And like,
At
yeah,
least you know
like
you have a
Smells
problem.
nice.
yeah,
So
I do.
you do have a collection.
I guess. I mean, if that counts,
It does count.
I don't
Yeah.
Well,
find.
if you have a
I
lot of
mean,
like the
yeah,
same thing, even if you don't
It's a
realize it's a
collection
collection.
yeah.
because
I
you
also
genuinely enjoy them.
Like
down
I,
where I used to live, I actually gave some away. Like I put some in my car, and I gave some away to the homeless because I'm awesome.
Because I'm awesome.
I mean, see,
Brenda,
the-
pink and red above everyone else doing all this good shit for humanity and shit. Fuck out of here.
that
Well,
actually takes me back to like one of our previous talks. Growing up, I enjoyed collecting found furniture. So I don't do that anymore just because like
That's
I don't
gross.
want like that stuff inside the house. No, like if I had like not my living space, I would still do it because like I still go out and like look for stuff, but can't
I'm
keep it.
I
gonna.
mean, there's some good stuff on the side of the room.
Yeah, but now I'm like always, especially like after my son's mom had bed bugs and stuff like that, I've been freaked out. I was
Well,
like,
I wouldn't ever collect like any like a bed. Like if you see a bed on the side of the road, I wouldn't do shit
like
with
sweet.
that.
No,
I'd leave
any
that where that is.
anything that they place outside their house and put a sign saying free, please take. I will never fucking touch that in my life. Fuck that.
See, I used to love that stuff because
I
kid,
know.
they're like, hey, it's free.
I know a story of someone who did that. There was like a free chair on the side of the road, and they took it, and there was a rat inside of it. So they brought it
Yeah.
inside their house, and the rat like all of a sudden they feel something moving, and they're like, "What the fuck?" And just pop it open and bop, rat.
That's a free snack right there.
Ew.
Oh, we know where those priorities lie.
Any final thoughts, anyone?
No,
No.
Sharp
can't
sharp
believe
cheddar is
he doesn't
probably
like.
Oh, extra sharp cheddar.
extra sharp cheddar is the best cheese.
I like
All
pepper
right.
jack.
I like
Low
Dole.
key, I cannot tell the difference between extra sharp cheddar. It's cheese, fucking cheese. All right.
Green.
No,
I'm
No,
with you on that. I'm with.
no.
No, there's
no.
cheese and then there's like
Cheese.
blue cheese. I can tell the difference between.
Okay,
that.
well, like, all right,
I mean,
that's
yeah, but
different.
no.
Blue
But
cheese,
otherwise,
if it's
I'm with you.
if it's moldy, then yes, okay, there's clearly a difference. Like, you give me some of that warm, moldy cheese that's supposed to be a delicacy, like, I'm gonna be like, no. But when you're like sharp cheddar, extra sharp cheddar, I'm like, what the? It's fucking
Dude,
cheddar. Cheddar is cheddar.
Dude,
Next
I
time we
feel
get
that.
together, I will
Thickness,
have
bro.
like fucking mild all the way to extra
We need to have a
sharp,
cheese
dude.
board.
A fucking
Oh,
cheese
please,
board.
apparently, please do, because I don't know my cheeses.
I'll
I'm
bring the
not-
spray cheese.
No, you don't.
Because you're from
Whiz cheese,
California.
yeah, cheese whiz, or yeah.
I'm out west.
There's
and
a whole
out west
game
don't
about
care about
cheese.
cheese.
There's a whole game about cheese. Me and my old roommates used to play it.
Red still
Alright.
has a fucking like a little. I don't want to say a game, but he has a box full of hot sauces all the way from like jalapeno to habanero,
Yep.
or whatever the fuck.
Level 1 through level 7.
Yeah,
I
dude.
can't do
That's
that
hot. 'Cause
because
you're
I'll
white.
die. I'll
I'll do it.
I'll
I'll
do
still
it.
die.
Yeah, hell yeah, let's
I'll
fucking do
die,
it.
damn
still
it.
I don't want to die.
So yeah, like I remember being in cooking class in like middle school, and we did that where we had like we tried all the different milks and like a whole bunch of different cheeses, and they all just tasted the same to me. Like it was just a day where we ate milk and drank cheese. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean the other way, but yeah.
Ate milk and drank cheese. That's a fucked up day.
Oh my god.
Just some
I
chewy.
don't know if I'm about it then. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. That sounds like a really nasty day.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
with that being said, thanks for tuning in, y'all. This has been Color TV. You got blue, green, orange, pink, and red, and we talked about our collections and our guilty pleasures. Tune in next time.